Yo, what's the name of the podcast?
Trash Talk Experience.
I bet. Welcome to the Trash Talk Experience.
Hello. What's up, everybody? The Trash Talk boys are back. Delta variant ain't got nothing on us. Coming to you live from multiple undisclosed locations in Sydney, Australia. I'm your host, Abob, and this is the official return of season 3 with video.
Let's go, baby!
Let's go!
I'm joined by my boys, son, Dort, and Trey, and I have an important question to kick us off, boys. If you fell in love with a conjoined twin, do you have to be with both of them?
Logistically, for sure. Logistically, you have to be with
Logistically.
both of them. Yeah, obviously.
No,
yeah.
bro. What
about it, like-
what if you like? No, but you can like put a balaclava on the other one and just like do what you need to do.
Bro,
you are
on the other one.
And maybe some earplugs, and they don't have to be a part of anything.
No.
But
you
do conjoined twins look the same? Like, are they like identical twins?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are, right?
Well, I know one of them has something that the other one doesn't. They can join different sides.
Okay. So you just got to remember left or right each time, right?
No, what if you forget
That's
your
one of
left
my
and
words,
right?
left or right.
Like, I know people that don't know the left and right. Fully grown ass adults.
Yeah, like-
Don't know the left and right.
Last time
if
I
you-
was behind them, so it was the left one. This time I'm in front of them, so it should be the right one.
Imagine
So the
going
thing
out
is
on
that
a date with a conjoined
some
twin,
people have angle.
and one person doesn't like the food, the other one does.
Okay, so I was reading an interview about, I was seeing an interview of conjoined twins, and they asked them what happens with sex. So, so obviously you did think about it. So, they responded when one of them is going in it, the other one looks away.
What? I told you, brother.
Yeah, so I was wondering, like,
No, but there's different type of conjoined twins. Some are joined by the head, some are joined by the arms, some are joined by the
Alright.
leg.
You
You
can.
know.
Some of them.
What
some
about
of
the
them,
guy?
if they're
Like,
not,
would he
in
be-
really damaging places like the head? They can get separated, like surgically separated.
So
But
theoretically,
why would you do that?
and
Like,
purely-
you have two in one right now. Double. I wouldn't say a family
I
pack.
think it's up to them.
No.
whether they want to switch.
But
like,
you could be potentially saving money from a surgery, and also if you
come
pay per
as an
body
economy pack.
for dinner.
Oh, question.
Because
And this could be really bad. But do conjoined twins get full off one meal?
They
Yo.
should. What was that thing Giannis was talking about? 50 half,
50p.
half Sprite,
Half
half
lemonade.
lemonade. That's what happened. Important question I have wanted to ask is, are they both the same sex or not?
Ooh, no, I don't think they have to
Like-
be. I don't think they have to be.
So one could be a girl, one could be a guy.
One could be a girl, one could be a boy.
Oh, bro, that's
So
a rough
could
situation.
they do
then.
incest?
How did
how would you decide who goes to the
insane,
bathroom?
the-
Like,
how it all works.
Yeah, I
Like, you
like.
party every day.
So if you were to marry one,
Yeah.
legally, would you have to marry the other one? Because how do
Probably.
you go about it?
And can you cheat on one with the other?
Stop.
Like, what if you're like
man, that wouldn't be
having
cheating
sex,
though.
right?
Because like, no.
What if you're like having sex and you like say the wrong name?
That's the least of your issues. How? If you forget the name, you shouldn't be in that position at all.
And would you need consent from the both of them?
Bro, this is
Shit,
outrageous.
man.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Bro,
you would.
if
Yeah.
you marry them, you'd need a full like handbook or some legal manual or something.
Yeah, and like, is it even legally allowed? Because like, surely that will be polygamy at that point.
Are conjoined twins allowed to play sport? Surely it's
Yeah.
2 times the manpower.
Nah, definitely
Exactly.
no.
What the?
Imagine trying to go by someone who's defending you that has 2 people on you. What the hell do you do there?
That's rough, bro.
Yeah.
What if? So when they enter a restaurant and it's 50 per head, are they paying 100 or 50?
Is that who knows? What the hell is this?
Do we know any conjoined twins? Have you met any conjoined twins in real life?
No, I've never.
I think that's super super rare.
How's
Like,
They
I've
have
never
a
even
sort of
heard of them.
So if they have one, then 1 in 1 to 3,000 chance of surviving.
okay?
Yeah.
You probably would never get exposed to them.
Survival chances are super low because it depends on where the conjoined like area is, whether or not it's hand or head or whatever. I've seen the only ones I've ever seen in the news like head, but then it's so tough for them to like sustain like survival.
I think if his hands, it's easy fix. He can get a chainsaw or whatever and just be like, just work through it. But if it's hit, it's got to be a bit
They do
harder.
though. They just cut it off. They cut off the part in the middle.
Someone's getting beat up in the background, but what's it called? It's very. I've heard that it's like very. The most of the cases tend to happen in like the Indian subcontinent for some reason. They have
Really?
like a thing where, most of the cases tend to happen over there. Sri Lanka, India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, those type of areas. So yeah,
Not sure about Pakistan, but have you heard about India having 2 kids policy now?
Yeah.
2 kids policy.
I think this is why.
Conjoined?
Do you reckon like they can still have one more then? Like,
No, what if they've already had one and their second one's conjoined? Do they then have to go to jail?
No, that's outrageous.
no, I think they still have one chance to redeem themselves. So,
What do you mean redeem?
as in like fix, like get a normal piece out.
Bro, what is that?
It says whatever comes to his mind. You can't be saying stuff like this.
Okay.
What a start to the 3rd season.
Like, you're all talking about, like, negatives and stuff of being conjoined twin, like how hard it is and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But theoretically, could you get a blowjob whenever you
Oh
want?
Stop, why you saying you all the time?
No.
Bro, you
Can you elaborate? Like,
Like, if one gives itself a handy, is
Bro,
it giving the
so
other
you-
one?
Yeah,
Oh my
this is
God.
gonna all be cut out, definitely.
This is, why?
The final thing I wanted to ask, like, if you go on a double date, like, you take a homie with you,
100.
Oh,
100, right?
Then,
You
what
have
if the
to.
homie wants to go back to their place? What do you do then?
I guess it's
a homie at that point.
Yeah,
I guess it's a foursome, bro.
you need to come up with a weekly system, like 1 week my place, next week your place, kind of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah,
100%.
yeah.
That's
So
I actually want to see if there are stories out there of conjoined twins and how they kind of live their daily life, because that's going to be so
Yeah.
interesting.
yeah,
Of course you want to see that.
No, listen, big man, your mask sucks.
they should. Have they ever made a movie on conjoined twins?
I reckon if you are dating a person with a conjoined twin, you need to have homosexual
Conjoined.
tendencies.
You need to what?
Conjoined twin have homosexual tendencies because there's another person attached to it, and they may have their own people coming over anyways.
What
Why
if
is
they're
that
both girls?
How's that homosexual though?
What if you guys want to go in like? I mean, they want to have the same. Shit.
He doesn't think it through.
All
He
over
just
the place.
asks whatever comes to his mind. He's just like,
No.
I think this is the
No,
right
no,
question to ask at this point. but it
Because
isn't.
my uncle's standing in front of me right now, so I have to filter my thoughts down. As soon as he goes away, I need to speak, and then as soon as he comes back, and I'm like back to.
Okay, no worries.
Oh my god!
Anyway, I'm gonna call a move on.
Welcome
To
back,
that.
boys.
Wait, before we move on, can I just ask why Dort looks like he's about to rob a lollipop Splayland?
At least I'm covered, bro. Look at you. You're fooling no one.
Bruh, I'm going to a masquerade ball. It works for them. It works for me.
Everyone knows who you are.
Interesting segue. What the hell up is with the mask? People are probably wondering that. Does someone have a valid answer for them?
See, for me
Well-
personally, I wanted to stay anonymous, but then this mask is really uncomfortable. So,
what is
yeah.
this mask you
He's
have
just
in
gonna
front of
put
you?
it down.
Yeah, pretty much. So I need to get a proper one. This is the best rapper of all time. Just me paying homage to him.
MF Doom,
Homage.
baby.
MF
MF2.
Doom, baby.
Yes, sir.
I ordered mine and like I got this one instead.
What
I
website
bet.
did you order from?
AliExpress.
it was some
AliExpress
random
has to
one.
be.
No, it was some random one.
Etsy.
I don't know. No, it wasn't
Wish.
Etsy. I ended up ordering off. Actually, I think it was Wish.
Yeah,
I think you're
Yeah,
right.
there you go. Wish is
Yeah.
nonsense. Which is actually ridiculous. Also,
I got
can-
it for
can
free
tell
though
why
in the
Abob
end.
has his mask. He was
Why I
definitely
have
one
my
of those
mask?
conjoined twins that had to put a mask on.
That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, so the reason why I think we have mask on is this is not for us generally. It's for me personally. It's to protect my family. Because
Ooh.
if we say anything ridiculous, I don't want it coming back and
I'm
harming their
getting
careers.
Dom Toretto vibes.
What vibes?
Dom Toretto.
Don't family.
Family. Bro, Vin Diesel has to be the cringiest person ever.
Bro,
Have you-
dead ass.
yeah,
The fact that
have you-
They're trying to do a Fast and Furious / what's it called? The dinosaur movie.
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic World combo. They're trying
Is
to
this
do
for
it.
real?
Bro,
Yeah, legit. They're trying
Okay.
to work it into it because they're both owned by the same producer.
Right.
Can you
Yeah,
imagine?
like if you see him on like
T-Rexes.
Instagram, on Facebook and stuff, he is one of the cringiest person you ever met. But like he's very big in like around the world, like Indian subcontinent, China. Everyone loves him.
China,
So he has
yeah.
millions of followers.
The biggest
Anyway,
English countries love him, and he gets.
Okay,
To be
we have
fair,
to.
like, I reckon we all consider that he's cringy. But if we were offered the paycheck
Think-
he gets offered, we'd do the same thing.
Nah, I
Nah,
have some dignity, bro.
If I got the paychecks he got offered, I would be straight to Turkey. I don't know what you're talking about.
What you saying? Because
Anyway, we have to talk about the current predicament we're in, this lockdown. Because we were all meant to be back in person for season 3, recording in person. We had video ideas set up and everything, but this Delta variant from originating from India come through, ruined everyone's day. But a lot
Indian
of
dog.
it's been happening. Early on, it was kind of like simple. People were just like, yeah, we'll get through this couple of weeks in lockdown, this, that, the other. But things went wild last night, boys, or yesterday. We had these massive protests going on around the country.
15,000 people.
Bro, it's more than 15, I feel.
That's it. That's actually insane.
No, I think they said like
more than
3,500
people went to the streets protesting a lockdown.
How cool is that, though? Like, think about it. Freedom fighters, brother. We got to
Freedom
appreciate them.
Yeah, bro.
These guys,
How long-
like-
half of them wearing masks, half of them weren't.
Is that 15,000 in
Like,
Sydney or 15,000 around Australia?
I think it was 3,500. I heard 3,500
Nah, it's
estimated.
3,500
That seems more likely.
is what? No, 3,500 is what the police commissioner was saying. That's the amount of
Yeah,
arrests we
that's
need
right.
to make.
That's
Yeah.
oh okay.
Yeah, I think that was the group that ended up near Hyde Park or like in front of the
Town hall,
whatever
protest.
so courthouse was.
Bro.
Yeah.
When I was there, man, the signs were whack. Like it was.
Shut up, bro. You were not there. This is why your hairline's receding.
What the?
If you were there, the getup you have now is the worst getup ever. What these people did need was a mask, and the only thing they didn't take with
Legit,
them
why
was a
would they
mask.
not? Why would they not wear masks?
They're actually so dumb.
Like they for sure would know there would be some sort of backlash.
They probably
And,
didn't.
like-
They probably thought like.
Do you mean
the-
like a COVID mask or a mask to hide their identity?
No, just a mask to hide their face.
Well, they're
Yeah.
dumbasses, bro. This is their popularity section for them. You saw that TikTok, Donnie. He's there literally just to make himself popular.
Yeah,
Well, he fell
for
off.
him,
he's
it's
bro.
like-
chasing that
He
clout.
fell
man.
off.
He fell off within a week. He was like everyone's like internet hero,
Favorite.
and went into the dump straight away a week later.
Nah,
What
he'll
am I
get his
saying,
own
dude?
demographic now, so like idiots will follow him more now.
Yeah,
That's true. Yeah,
That's
No,
the thing.
sorry.
Everyone will
But-
unfollow him, but the idiots will follow him.
but no. If he gets like a criminal charge over this, because apparently there's rumors that he was one of the people that organized the whole event.
And probably like inciting.
bro. I'm wondering how they
Ball
managed to
breaking.
get so many people and it didn't fall within like I didn't hear about it at all.
Yeah, I didn't
before.
hear a single thing about it until
My
it
family
happened.
didn't hear about it at all. Yeah,
So
how
there was
was
a
it kept so under wraps? Are we just in the wrong communities?
I think maybe the
We're
news
not on
was
Facebook.
reported. No, there probably was Facebook groups. That's like probably the number one thing there. But like, news wasn't reporting it. But by sheer word of mouth, that probably would have gone out.
Because like last year, the Black Lives Matter protest happened and other protests happened, and we knew in advance that they were going to happen, and the police were
Yeah.
saying we'll try to control it to the best of our ability. This one, it just seems
Those
like
are
it came out of
planned
the blue.
protests. Those are planned protests. Like we always have the right to protest, but you just have to plan it and get approval for it.
But it takes like one idiot to post this social media and then alert everyone else.
Yeah. Well, but that's the thing. You say that, but it's also
And there were a
hard
lot
for
of
everyone to
idiots.
come along. I'm surprised all these idiots just came together and managed to
Yeah.
do it. But
And like probably 100 of them were fined on the way there.
yeah, bro, did you see that douchebag who punched one of the police horses?
Oh yeah.
What
And he's wearing an orange
Okay,
shirt,
nah,
orange
so-
singlet. He's gonna
okay.
get picked up straight away.
Bro, there's
this is just
literally
one
photo
angle,
evidence
nah.
that the police have put out saying if you know this dude, report him right now. But I
I
heard,
saw a police horse kick a guy.
That's
Yeah, fair
good.
enough.
And good on
Yeah.
that horse, bro.
See, it's tit for tat. If you touch my horse, then I'll touch you.
Bro, imagine that person now has to go to ED. The police bring him and say he was at the anti-vax rally. Do you think the doctor would treat him?
literally the doctor's like, oh, I don't know if I'm saving this one.
Or he'd put him on like the COVID pathway and make sure he gets COVID.
Okay, final
I got
question.
the long way around in the hospital.
Final question on this part. What do you think their punishment should be? These people.
I reckon just straight up fines.
Fines.
Arrests for the people who started it or instigated or like made it a lot like worse, like the speakers, like that TikTok guy.
Yeah.
Like they for sure are gonna arrest him.
Jail time.
Do you reckon they will? Is there
I
enough grounds to
Like
arrest him?
they're gonna make it a hard point on what's happened.
Yeah.
Like they obviously don't want it to happen again. They're not gonna risk it happening again.
But
I
like,
reckon they'll come
on
down
the
pretty
legal
hard.
background, I'm
One
sure there's
thing-
going to be one lawyer out there or a few lawyers out there who are going to back him to be like,
Yeah,
no,
for
he's
sure.
not actually.
One
doing
thing that
anything
didn't
wrong.
make sense was like, how can you like, what did they expect to come out of it? Like, do you expect government to be like, fair enough, you got a point,
Yeah.
and this closer?
Yeah. Glad it's going to
Like,
be like
they're
11
gonna-
a.m.
they're
today. Oh, yeah, no, you guys are right. Let's cancel the lockdown.
No, but
It's
the
just
thing
gonna
is,
extend the lockdown.
yeah, they're gonna extend the lockdown. But that's with every protest. Like you all
Like-
you do it, but at times people just say, "What did you expect?" Like nothing's gonna change.
Yeah.
Like there are legitimate points to be made against the lockdown, against how the politicians
How
have
they're running it,
handled
100%.
COVID, but that is 100% not the way to go about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Especially when we come from this country where we're still able to keep, like, we're going in full lockdown when we had like 50 cases a day. We're up to like 150 now, but that's still so marginally small compared to the rest of the world. Like we're still.
I don't know
Yeah.
what is full
pretty tight
lockdown
control
right now,
of it.
because you can still go to Woolies, you can still go to Kmart. I don't know about Kmart anymore, but like it's not a bad lockdown we have right now.
Now it's fine. I think it's just because it's the Delta variant, and we didn't put in the measures early on
Yeah.
for the Delta variant. It was more they were more so expecting the same transmission rate and stuff.
Yeah.
And then it just got out of
Anyway,
yeah.
we're gonna come back to this later on. Anyway, we're gonna take a break, come back for the second segment. Catch you guys soon. Peace. All right. Welcome back. Okay, let's wrap this thing up. I wanted to just get an idea about. We haven't met each other for quite a while. I think the last time we all met was more than 2 months ago at this point, all together at least. What have you guys been up to in lockdown?
Just riding, man. Just riding her.
Writing or riding?
Riding her cute little
Bro,
ninja
there's
boy.
no way son writes.
What do
He
you
ain't a
mean?
poet.
I'm still in uni,
He ain't a
man.
poet.
There's no way he's riding anyone either.
What have you
You're
been
so-
writing, son?
Ninja.
Ooh,
Pinning her straight
kinky.
and on. Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Anyways,
Wait, who's Ninja?
that's what.
Who's Ninja?
It's my friend.
With benefits?
That was
This
awkward.
is
That,
getting
that was
awkward.
awkward.
Go on,
pause,
why not
yeah.
tell us
Yeah,
what
and
you're
so I
writing.
got a motorcycle recently. I've been
Oh.
riding her. Yeah, riding her or riding him. Like, I mean, I'm indifferent. I can call him him too, but for some reason,
Right, bro.
her sounds better. Like,
Bro, you're a homophobe.
no, I mean, like I was riding him, wrapping my legs around his body.
Bro, he just
Yeah, it was fun riding him. Yeah,
He was having so much fun riding him that he crashed it as well.
I've crashed it twice now, 3 times.
Oh my god. And how
3
long have
times.
you been riding for?
A month and a half. if even
Is that a every 2 week crash rate?
Oh my god! Oh, go on, explain how you crashed.
So first 2 times was rather uneventful. I was just literally standing, just dropped it down. Nothing exciting. Third time was it was a funny. It wasn't a funny. I mean, it was depressing and a funny story. So we were all of us were meant to play Among Us together one night on a Friday. I think it was Friday night. My sisters wanted me to get some food for them, and the food place was like 10-minute drive. And I was like, I'll just go on my bike instead of the car, cause why not? And I look for excuses to ride my bike. So I was just going on the way back. I was coming to my home, and I realized it just took me 3 minutes to come back home, and that was rather fast. I was like, shit, I can actually be home in under 5 minutes. I was doing 140s, 130s throughout the way. Last cut, I was going in super fast. I realized I need to slow down a bit, and I just pressed front brakes. And bikes, that's the only thing you need to avoid is front brakes on corners. You don't do that. That's the basic knowledge.
Yeah.
But I was seeing a video on YouTube of Mark Marquez. He's a MotoGP rider, and he used to use front
Yeah.
brakes. That's his technique. So I was like, yeah. So I was copying Mark Marquez's technique, but halfway through it, I realized this is gonna go wrong. And so instead of turning left into my bike flipped other side, like literally flipped, I got thrown over. My bike's broken down. My clutch is broken down and everything's like falling apart. Some people come up and help me up,
EG.
but I put my bike on the side. I call my parents and they're obviously scared. I'm like, don't worry, I'm physically fine. And then they come up, take my food and because I was carrying the food and I had to still carry the bike home.
Oh my god!
So I took some wrenches and stuff from my dad's car, so I can fix my bike enough to get it back home. Yeah, so I drove back home. Yeah, it was fun.
But was the food good?
Honestly, it was vegetarian, so I wasn't a fan, and they kind of let me down because I didn't see what they ordered. So when I went back home after 15 minutes fixing my bike, and then I go home to see some vegetarian food, and I was like, shit.
Bro,
I didn't
life
die
has
for
flipped
this.
on.
Yeah.
Life has
Bro, I
flipped
swear-
on, son. He
I
risked his
swear
life
in
for vegetarian
lockdown,
food.
Spend more time outside. He's following the rules, but he's literally just been on his bike the entire time.
Yeah.
So literally the next day, my shoulder's messed up. I go to Auburn, get new parts for my bike so I can fix it. And it's fixed now. And I was able to drive it, and I changed the clutch and all that stuff. But then I was driving it. I was scared initially, but then after 20, 30 minutes, I was back to normal. I was back to pinning him. And then because I didn't attach the body properly, it just flew off. So one side of my panels flew off, my light flew off, and I had to go back, retrieve it, carry it. so right now it's like
How can you do DIY jobs on a bike that you just don't know how to
I
fix?
wish I could be in Sun's mind.
Bro, legit.
One day.
Imagine having that freedom of just doing what you wanted to do.
Bro, it's life threatening though. So
Yeah, dead ass.
if you go in his mind, it might not come back.
Sun doesn't have that second voice that tells you what's good and what's bad.
Now, thing is, so
Sometimes
That's
like
what comes in my head. I got to do it.
now, thing is,
sometimes his stories are like a Rick and Morty episode. Like I just don't get it. Like some of the stuff that's happening, I'm like, this is not physically possible.
so just to give you a background, I got my bike in black color, but I bought some parts. I got some parts from Facebook Marketplace to make it look white. So when I did put
Racist too.
no. Maybe. So when I put
Go
the
on,
white
go on.
parts on, I had 10 or 15 screws left on, and I was like, how do I put them back? Because I couldn't see any place where like
10 or
and
15 screws.
extra. Yeah, that I still have them right now. So yeah, I realized something's off. When I was driving, it was making such vibration noise. I had to put earplugs in just to get off the noise.
Right. That should be.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
my
Anyway,
God.
we spent way too long on Sun's
Talking about
life
Sun's
threatening.
stuff, man.
Yeah. So anyone else want to go? What have you been up to, Trey?
I don't know if you guys can tell, it's under my mask, but I've actually got a third eye, just like underneath there.
Ha ha ha.
Do you reckon
What's
it's
the reason? Ha, 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 ha.
I got my vaccine.
But you only have one dose,
I
right?
have one dose, yeah.
Yeah. So the third eye wouldn't come out yet.
No,
No,
like it's coming. Like there's like a spot.
it's
there
for
now.
me? Yeah.
It's
Okay.
forming.
go on. So let me just get this clear. Did I win in that debate?
No,
then?
you didn't win. My whole
You
the
got
whole
the effing
premise.
vaccine,
No,
you
the whole
anti-vax
premise of
piece
my
of shit.
argument was that the perceived risk of the vaccine is higher than the perceived risk of COVID in Australia. And now,
At that time.
at the time. Now the risk is a lot higher, so I got vaccinated.
Yeah, bro.
Let's say
Yeah,
if you were in my position, if you're working from home, would you get a vaccine right now, or you wouldn't?
It depends how much I'm like. If I'm going out for groceries and shit, still, then yeah, I would.
You would. Okay, fair.
Because it's still like
No,
it's.
you don't know how to cook.
I mean, if you look at all the hotspots, it's pharmacies and groceries and shit like that. So like,
yeah.
Any
Well, I mean,
any
it's a
adverse
hospital
effects?
as well, considering you work at a hospital, so surely that would have been a reason early days to get a vaccine. Yeah.
Any adverse effects from the vaccine?
Yeah, I told you already. I got a third eye forming just under.
Okay.
Well, I
That's
grew
not
a
an
head.
adverse effect. That's knowledgeable.
Alright,
What about you, Dort? What you been up to?
Besides
I'm
robbing
fully vaxxed as
Lollipop
well.
Playland.
Well, I got fully vaxxed a couple days ago. That knocked me out for a day. I didn't think it would, but the day after you get your second vaccine, you literally lose all of your energy.
Were you
for a
fine
day.
with the first?
Fine, completely fine with the first,
Yeah.
completely fine with the second until halfway through the second day, and then around 3 p.m. I felt freezing cold and I lost all my energy and I had to knock out. I pretty much slept from like 5 p.m. to like 8 a.m. the next day.
Sounds like the life.
Yeah.
Can I ask an important question?
Go on.
No.
Are you emotionally stable now?
Listen, those were tough times for me.
Bro, we were literally a week into the lockdown, and then Dort sends a very concerning message. He's like, anyone else getting frustrated with the lockdown? And then he goes into like a 3-paragraph description about, I want to go out, I want to break rules, I get jealous of other people. I was like, bro, what's wrong with this guy? It's been a week.
Meanwhile, Sun's
Listen,
out
I was
riding
in the
everywhere.
top spot. Nah, basically, but it was just like I saw everyone like going out. Like, lockdown was enforced, and I wanted to go out and do everything. And you saw everyone breaking the rules, and obviously they're completely in the wrong, and they never would. But it's just like you kind of feel like you want to do that. Like you want to go out, you want to play basketball, you want to go see your mates, and so you feel like you're missing out. And I just had a little bit of break, not a breakdown, but I was in my own feelings.
Is that
for a bit,
is
you know?
that why you robbed Lollipop's Playland?
Yes.
Mm.
You don't like my beanie?
It's got one ear, first off.
Yeah, go on. It looks good.
Adverse
Either way,
effect of the
lockdown's
vaccine.
Oh,
fine,
you lost
but
it,
I don't know about you guys. I've been stuck inside for way too long, and I need to get
Yeah, I
outside.
go to work, so
Can I ask like a final wrap-up question for this podcast?
go for it.
What have you been?
Okay.
Now before we go, what have you been up to?
Yeah,
Bro, just watching cartoons, watching anime.
you've been writing
yeah.
anything?
Yep.
No.
We all three writers, man. We should share a write.
Yeah, but we haven't met up yet. Like I've just been. Oh, well, Son used to think like whenever I mentioned anime, he used to think I'm watching hentai. And then that's why I would never bring it
that
up.
is such a fun thing to do.
Yeah. Every time I'll be like anime, he's like, bro, why you watch hentai?
And now what do you do, son?
He watched it too.
Yeah.
You
He's
can't-
watching it. He fell in love with one, and he's like, yeah, bro, this is sick.
Oh my!
He fell in so much love with it. He wasn't doing any work. He finished a 64 episode. No, I was about to say hentai anime in like 4 days.
No, bro, he was
I've-
doing work. He was just not sleeping.
But isn't
Yeah.
that the good thing about anime? Is that there's like so many varieties and so many like episodes and hours worth of content.
Yeah, there's a few which are very small. Like if you want to get into it, like there's a few which are 20 episodes. But yeah, Sun went for the Avatar of anime and watched that one. So yeah, everything's gonna be downhill from here. Son.
Doesn't One
That
Piece
sucks.
have like insane 2,000 episodes or some shit like that?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
That's why I've never been able to get
Yeah.
into it. I'm like, if I start now, I'm never going
Yeah.
to be able to catch up. Okay, final question for wrapping up this podcast is because when we've kind of been in like this pandemic for 2 years on and off with the lockdowns, do you think you've missed out on any opportunities and experiences in the past years? Do you feel like we've missed out on 2 years worth of our life?
Yes,
I don't.
I
You
don't
don't?
know.
bro. Listen, Trey.
Yeah.
2 years ago, your hairline was here.
Yeah,
Now, where's it
honestly,
gone?
true. I've missed the chance with a lot of girls.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
right. Don't tell my girlfriend.
Nah. Listen, don't worry about it.
No, yeah, I feel at the same time that I've missed out on opportunities to travel and this and that, like stuff I wouldn't imagine to do, like one being this podcast. I don't
Yeah.
think so. I would have started it, or we would have started it if we weren't in a lockdown.
I
Yeah,
have two
I
thoughts
get
about
that. I
this.
wanted to travel. I only just started full time, like proper my grad role this year, and I wanted to travel in between uni and grad, but obviously I couldn't do that.
Yeah. Look,
So it's just like,
prior to COVID, I had no money anyway. I got this job, and during COVID, I got this
well, now you're
job,
big time, aren't you?
and I was working. Sorry, I was doing uni as well, so I wouldn't have time to go anywhere or travel anywhere anyway. So I guess it's come at an opportune time for me, and it made
Is
work
that what
really
you-
interesting.
Is that what you call government payouts?
I don't get paid that much at all, buddy.
Okay,
But
Bro,
Son,
Trey
what about
gets
you?
So much money, it's
yeah,
ridiculous.
that's me.
Son, what
Dude,
about you?
Sorry,
Loaded out.
what were we talking about? I lost track.
Do you feel like you missed out on opportunities?
Bro, it could be worse. I don't want to complain. So yeah, but like if I were to go in, obviously I could be working in office. I mean, on site and stuff. But like, and could be worse, could be better. What's the point of?
Do you
It
miss
is
Aldi?
what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. Exactly.
Do you miss
But-
Aldi?
No, not at all, bro. Like it's one of those. So if I want to go Aldi, I go to some other Aldi instead of the one which is closest to my place, which was the one I used to work at.
Yeah.
So like if I want to go, I'll go to Castle Hill or like some random place instead of the one that is literally close. So I mean, yeah,
You don't want to be back there.
no, not at all.
Anyway, I think, yeah, we've done well for our first episode. As always, you can find us on Spotify, YouTube, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts. You can continue listening to us on audio
First-
and video, but now.
First video
And please
episode.
follow us on our Instagram at trashtalkexp. And that's it. Peace and bye.
Hey.
Catch you up.